first of all, I think it's great that you're letting everyone know this is a pretty common feeling. Like, I know I'm supposed to be on LinkedIn, but I don't want my, coworkers finding out, telling my boss and having an awkward situation. And so that's a valid concern. I mean, people really are nosy these days. At the time that you and I are recording this, there are a lot of layoffs going on. So people get very protective of their situation and would have no problem throwing somebody else under the bus, which is unfortunate, but true. So you mentioned some great things, Christina, to start, which is LinkedIn allows us to conduct what we call a stealth job search. So if you don't know what a stealth job search is, folks, it's when you're actively looking for work, but nobody knows it. And those tools that you talked about, those toggles, are found in their privacy settings. So when you go into your privacy settings, folks, there is a place where it says that you can let recruiters know that you are interested in their opportunities. Now, this is very different, and we want to make sure you understand it. This is very different than the open to work green kind of semicircular bar that goes on top of your photograph. Please do not turn that on. That open to work, it says hashtag open to work on LinkedIn, is very public. It does not, in our experience, help you get any jobs any faster. And that would be a real attention getter from some of your coworkers. So please make sure that you've gone to the right privacy setting, and all you're doing is on the back end of the system, letting recruiters know. Now, what does that mean? Well, recruiters pay a lot of money to be able to search through LinkedIn and look for candidates that meet certain criteria. And they search for you on things like your transferable skills, hard skill sets, your job titles, things like that. And that helps them sift the search down. Now, if you don't know how to do that, we strongly encourage you to get our job search courses, right? The LinkedIn plan is going to walk you through so that you get found in these searches, but that's a subject for another day, okay? Once you've got that optimized and you've got this toggle in the back end, when you show up in search results, you're very desirable to a recruiter because you're employed. Recruiters tend to like to hire people that are currently working because what does it mean? It means you're in demand. So they're going to see that and go, okay, I can reach out to them. I can message this person on the back end. It's really amazing. When you do have a properly optimized profile for recruiters and that toggle on, you will see an increase in recruiters reaching out to you, especially right now where recruiters are avoiding posting a lot of jobs. You might think, why is that? Well, when you have a time like right now where there's a lot of layoffs and, depending on who you talk to, a recession, recruiters are afraid of posting a job because they'll get literally 1,000 applicants in a day and they cannot physically go through 1,000 applications. So they would much rather search on LinkedIn, find 50 candidates that match their criteria, and then reach out to those individuals and ask if they're interested. You know what? If you've got the toggle on, you're more likely to be considered because you've told them that you would like them to message you. Okay, so that's a little bit about that. Now, I mentioned stealth job search. I want to talk about this concept. So in stealth job search, you really should be job shopping, not job seeking. As a job shopper, you're being very selective in where you shop. So you should have what we call the interview bucket list. If you've not watched any of our earlier videos, you need to go back and learn about this. The interview bucket list is key. This is 10 to 20 companies to start that you respect and admire for what they do for work. Not that you heard they're a great place to work, but what they do really resonates with you. You have a connection story. And if you've watched our videos, we talk all about the power of the connection story between you and a potential employer. And so when you have these 10 or 20 companies that you admire and you have a good, strong connection story about why you respect them, you can then reach out to them privately. You can go directly to the recruiters, directly to the C-suite, anybody in the company, ask them for a connection request, customized connection request, and say, hey, I'm quietly looking for a new opportunity. I'm a big fan of your company for these reasons. Share your connection story. I'm curious if there is somebody I could speak to learn what it would take to get hired there someday. You're not saying, hey, what jobs do you have open and would you hire me? You're saying, I'm looking to establish a relationship with you to learn what it would take to be potentially hired by you one day. This technique in stealth job search is amazing. I can't tell you how many people have landed new and better opportunities using this at dream employers, because the employers see that, one, you're already employed, two, you're being very selective about where you choose to work, and three, you're being really respectful of the process and saying, I want to learn how to get there one day with you. This strategy is unbelievably effective, and it's something we teach inside here in the program. It's part of the courses that are in our job search packages, and it's a game changer because it puts you in the driver's seat. So very important that if you are someone that wants to conduct a stealth job search, you have the right tools and information to do it, because when you do it and you do it well, it yields incredible results.